Alright, I'm glad you're still tuned in to Tech360. Now, I often get this question in my DMs and in the comments that this bag that I have on seems big, but what exactly is in it? What's in my tech bag? Well, I'll tell you, it's a mobile production unit. Keeps me going, makes sure that all my devices are charged up, security, hydration, everything. Well, actually, let me just show you what's in it in this particular segment. Okay, I know a lot of people like to carry laptops, but for me, it is the iPad Pro with M5, but not just the tablet. It's a little bit more expensive to get this setup going. Basically, it's a Magic Keyboard and this Apple Pencil. So any sort of color grading needed, any sort of quick editing or notes to be taken, this is almost as good as a MacBook for me. And when I don't want it to be just all work, it's also great for play, incredibly fast, great AI processing, fantastic product. And when I'm using this too much for work, just snap it off the Magic Keyboard, use it this way, and then it is a productivity device, and it's also great to consume all sorts of content. This is the best multi-purpose device, 11 inches in the bag. Honestly, a game changer to have this setup. That's the first most important product in my tech bag. Well, first here on Tech360, audio is imperative. We're all audiophiles, and for that you need a good pair of headphones that gets the work done and is also great quality to listen to and is also within your budget. For me, it's the Beats Studio Pro. This is the Kim Kardashian edition, but honestly, the fact that they fold and become so easy to package and great audio all throughout, right? Very stylish, good ANC, and value for money, also technically within the Apple ecosystem if you want it to be, but also great on Android. I think these are game changers for us here on Tech360. The Beats Studio Pro is the headphones we use for all the good music that we want to listen to. And if it sounds good over here, then it sounds good on air too. Now, the debate between smartphone cameras and professional cameras is perpetual. It's going to go on forever. In fact, in the second half of the show, we'll be covering that as well. But when I'm traveling, I like to shoot on the 17 Pro Max or the 17 Pro. But the real game changer is this grip. You get these MagSafe Ulanzi, very good. Also doubles up as a tripod for me. Very easy when I want to do a vlogging shoot. But the only other multi-purpose camera that works for me is the GoPro Max 2. 8K 360 spatial audio, absolute game changer, especially those automotive shoots that we go for on Tech360. It has to be the GoPro Max 2 in terms of a complete 360 camera, and for a multi-purpose camera, this does the job just as well. Now, everyone talks about the kind of video quality that you get on these devices, but something that's incredibly important here on Tech360 and for any content creator is audio. And for audio, there's something in Santa's bag as well. This is something I purchased recently during my travels, the Hollyland Lark M2S. In fact, the audio you're listening to right now is from this device. Right? You have active noise cancellation. It doesn't have local recording, but let me show you the form factor. Sometimes you can't even notice that it's on you because it's so tiny. It looks like a small little button on top of you. You can connect it to your camera, you can connect it to your smartphone, almost instant output. Great noise cancellation, very nifty package, and this honestly is a game changer. There are products from DJI, from Rode, but I feel like innovation is slowing there. Also, the fact that this is so discreet, no branding required. For me, this has been one of the best purchases in my tech bag. Now, if you shoot so much content, you need a lot of storage, especially if you're shooting in 4K, ProRes, like we often do on Tech360. You're around the world, you're running out of storage, you want to edit on the go. You need an SSD. This is the new SanDisk Creator SSD. It's MagSafe compatible. 1 terabyte costs around $12,999. There's a 2 terabyte option, a little more expensive. The concept of it is great. I think it is incredibly expensive, but in terms of storage, if you're buying cloud storage, you're going to be spending almost that much through the course of the year. So if you're using something like an SSD, it might be a lot more helpful. But that said, it's incredibly expensive, and the MagSafe doesn't really snap on that easy, but once you do connect it, it does show up in your file explorer. We'll test this extensively here on Tech360 and tell you whether this is a true bang for your buck. I have a much cheaper SSD that plugs in with the USB. For reference purposes, we're using this for now, but an SSD is required in your tech bag. And if you carry so many items and your passport and so much in your bags, then one indispensable product is the AirTag. This is Apple's AirTag. I've tried using Samsung's as well. Nothing is as precise here in India. Nothing available in the market seems to be as precise as the AirTag. It uses Apple's Find My network and other Apple devices to ping to find the location, and the location it does, the exact precise location. Absolute game changer. You get it for 2,000 to 3,000 rupees. Sometimes there's sales going on Amazon as well. This can be a game changer. I keep it with my passport. I keep it sometimes with other valuable items over here. It obviously doesn't require any charging, goes on for more than a year, tracks your baggage anywhere in the world to help locate it. This, the AirTag, is also an indispensable game changer. Now, obviously, in true Tech360 style, this was a dispassionate review. In fact, most of these items I own and genuinely use. I bought them during my travels to make my travels a lot easier. There was a problem, we found the solution in our own little way in this backpack. But let us know what you made of some of these solutions and what do you use? Maybe we can learn from you as well.